Hey there, and welcome to Throw Up Thursday. I'm your host, Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc.
Well, here we go. Welcome to Throw Up Thursday. My name is Dr. JJ Kelly, and I am the punk rock doc. So, we are in the midst of it, aren't we? My goodness. I will be joined here by Olivia. 1 second. She is one of the docs at Unorthodox. And hi, Allie. Hi, Sam. Welcome. Hi.
Hi.
Dude, I cannot believe we're doing a live right now. I don't even feel alive.
I'm so tired. I went to bed early on Tuesday night. I was like, I've seen enough. I can go to bed at 9. I'll be fine.
Right.
Woke up and I had this really lovely, hopeful feeling, had a great day. And then today I was like, oh, still? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It just goes on and on, doesn't it?
We love it.
I mean, what? So, much like any tough times, I really do think there is something emotionally self-regulating about helping.
Yeah.
So, hell yeah, here we are again. Throw Up Thursday, helping that helps. Ta-da. So let's do our thing. See if we can lighten our load and anyone else's.
All right.
What you got for me?
I have a question.
Ooh, okay.
So what are some good ways to set up boundaries between yourself and other people's election bullshit right now? Because I don't want any of that on me.
Mm-hmm. Well, can you give me a specific example or not?
I had a friend call me, and yesterday when I was doing a good job of keeping myself focused on self-care, and then just kind of all of the stuff that they were feeling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't talk right now, and got off the phone.
Great job.
Yeah.
I think that a version of that is the answer.
Yeah.
It's tough. What's the balance between isolating, avoiding, and then getting too in your head, or being around other people and their anxiety and then barfing their shit on you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't, everybody's going to make their own decision on that one. But for the most part, for me, maybe it's the profession or just maybe the person that I am. Less is more.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if you're a little like that too. And the way to be just get off the phone. Did you have a guilt hit from doing that?
No.
Nice.
I was like, that's enough. No.
Wonderful. And what did you say? Did they know why you were bailing? Or
no, I was like, because it was my mom's last day of work, and I was like, oh, she's gonna come home soon. I think I hear her, and I did hear her. It was a convenient time, but I think I would have gotten off the phone regardless, because it just was not mine.
Yes,
I don't want that.
And okay. Here's the thing too, is I think that's a kind lie of omission.
Mm-hmm.
You don't actually have to tell people why you're getting off the phone. However, I invite you to if you want to. Because, if this is a friend, they're going to say the same shit. They're going to come at you again, right? Tomorrow. And I'm not saying, what you did was awesome. And a lot of people would just sit there and take it, and you didn't. So that's awesome right out of the gates. And can you see a scenario where you, Olivia, might be like, your election stress is actually stressing me out, so I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm. I think I could do that.
I think so too.
Yeah. In a kind way too, and being like, I understand that you're nervous. I'm working really hard to regulate my own anxiety, and I can't listen to that right now.
I'm freaking out too.
Yeah.
And you added the validation piece, which I absolutely love. that's just an act of generosity and kindness there too, because if I wait too long to say something, I end up being really abrasive. I'd be like, many a time have I said socially, okay, I got about a minute more of this before I can't take anymore.
Yeah.
And people are just like, what? I mean, and that's my thing. I have to start telling people earlier when I'm like reaching my limit, because apparently I look fine or whatever. I actually am so amazed that they're still talking.
I think that people aren't, they're more just like, they would talk to like a chair or like a bush, just like, they're like, I don't know. Because I've many a time talked to you and realized mid-conversation that I need to reflect on what I'm saying, because I look at you in the eyes. It's not, stone cold, can't read, poker face.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I mean, it's tough, I want to give people the space. I want to be there for them. And I'm sort of baffled sometimes, like, really, you're just going to keep, like, no sensitivity at all, like, for what I do for a living, or how long you've already been talking, or how much I've already given to this conversation. Like, really? But that's just like that's my shit, though. I haven't said anything. It's not for them to read my mind. I have to take responsibility for my own experience. And we get pissy instead of doing that, right?
Yeah.
Like, why can't they tell I'm bored as shit or whatever?
Yeah.
Why are they making me do all their emotional work for them? But we could easily say, you know what? I can't do this anymore. It's just like I'm filled to the brim right now with my own stuff, and your stuff is stressing me out. What did Allie say there?
Allie said, me, more than anything, I just want this conversation.
Oh my God. That's a classic Allie line, which I love, and acknowledging that's kind of a dick thing to say. However, you could use that in a humor shameless way.
Fucking love that. I would love to say that to somebody.
I think that everyone has to decide for themselves what matches their values, but there are those vampiric people that you are saying it, and then they keep going, and there ends up being a window, a beautiful open window for this kind of thing to be said. I have said that kind of thing too when I'm being obviously bullied. I've already said I don't want to have this conversation. Then they bring it in and I don't say a word, and then they repeat the thing again, trying to get me to agree. Then I will bust out something like this. I've said recently, so if I just agree with you, can this conversation be over? Can we be done? Like, now I'm the asshole for saying that when I've spoken to you about this and you are clearly choosing to step over the boundary that I've set. Oh, but I'm the bullying asshole.
Yeah, of course.
Got it. Okay. But that's the thing too. If you are in a place of radical acceptance of being misperceived as the asshole, you're free. Fine. Think what you want. Off you go. I'm going to go have fun over here. You can stew and think about what a big asshole I am over here by yourself. Bye. Whatever. All right. So did that answer your question, my dear?
That did. Yeah.
Okay.
And
nice
so that
one.
kind of relates to another one. I was thinking, what's the difference? I mean, I guess I kind of know this, but it might be good to talk about the difference between distract and avoidance.
Oh my gosh, that's such a great question. Okay, so just the little quick cliff notes, or what do you guys call them? Spark notes?
Spark notes, yeah.
Age difference. Quick little lesson about distract. So that is one of our distress tolerance skills. It's in our crisis survival strategies. And it is one category of several: distract, self-soothe, improve the moment, and pros and cons.
Off top. You should teach this.
Once upon a time, I could tell you what pages those are on, but then I messed with the pages. So distract. has a list of distractions. The idea being that when you're in a crisis, a lot of times you can't even think of what skills to use. So we have a list of crisis survival strategies. So just go to one. Christ, even opening your skills packet in a crisis is a distraction practice. But there are many things on there to do. And I think, you know, when I teach this, that I think the main difference of whether you are skillfully using a practice of distraction in a crisis or avoidance is time. I think I could argue it's wise mind too. Are you in wise mind when
that's what I was thinking
doing it? Sure, I think that's probably a yes on that. However, the whole gig with distraction being a skill is that you shelve it temporarily. Always having the intention and the follow through to go back and deal with it when you've returned to your baseline, to your wise mind. Then you go problem solving about that thing that you shelved earlier. That's the only real litmus test for, am I avoiding right now? Is, did you go back?
Yeah.
And do you have a standard amount of time that you think is reasonable to go back? You know, is it 10 minutes? Is it 1 day? Is it 2 days? Those kinds of things can be decided and even written down when you are calm and in your wise mind. If you have uncovered a habit of avoidance, then just say, I'm going to give myself a day on all of these things. And then set your phone alarm for 24 hours from now. And put the name of the alarm, distraction, question mark, avoidance, question mark. Like, go back and get that shit present down from the closet, unwrap it, and deal. That's as solid of an answer as I got for that one. Do you have anything to add?
I guess sometimes, or maybe sometimes when I can tell the difference between when I'm avoiding and when I'm actually like mindfully distracting is when I validate the thing that I want to distract myself from before I then go to whatever I'm using to distract myself.
You're not ignoring the topic altogether.
Exactly. Where I go straight, like something happens and then I go, oh, and then I like watch. Yeah, I like. Yeah. Then I like watch like 8 hours of Gilmore Girls.
Which I could argue right now could be a mindful decision. I'm not against the binge watching right now.
But you have to first go, ooh, I feel scared. Now let me make the choice to watch this instead of kind of like in a bingey, like just like I'm just gonna do whatever I can to fill my brain.
It's got a denial piece to it. It also often has a shame piece. You can feel that sort of ick often in your stomach. You're just like I know I'm full of shit right now. And the easy thing is just don't be full of shit. Just decide. You don't have to lie to yourself to take a time out from the world. That can be done mindfully. That can be done in line with your values, even if it's not like the most productive thing in the world. Who cares? Rest is productive. And this like glorification of busy that our society does, it just makes less and less sense to me as time goes on. However, also right now, when everybody's so stressed, come on, rest.
Yeah.
Please rest. Bring all that the to-do list, the productivity bar has got to come down right now. Please. That's part of just mindfully navigating a crisis.
Yeah. And it's like heavy in the air. It's like, you know, you can't avoid that feeling of like.
Yeah, for real. What's happening?
My phone.
Okay.
Oh, my phone rang. I was getting probably have you voted or whatever? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm still getting those like phone calls.
Lots. Yeah, I know.
I appreciate people who are phone banking, but stop calling me, please.
Yeah, and I'm not giving any more money.
Yeah, I already did that.
The bank is broken. Come on. Louise. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What else you got? Yes, exhaustion all the time. Everybody's tired. Please honor that tired. Do something about it. Go get a massage. Salt baths, dude. 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Please.
Yeah.
Go get those fancy salts or whatever. I mean, that is such a nice way to just wash it off.
Self-care.
Whatever you do.
Very key right now.
What's that?
Self-care is very key right now.
Oh my God, yes. And that means not full-on avoidance, because you pile that on to what you're already feeling. No, just decide it's rest, please.
Yeah, and nature, says Alex.
Oh, hell yeah. Nature's always the easy way to recharge. Please, slow it down.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got?
Okay, I got one more question from Allie.
Oh, great.
So some context for the question that they sent me. So they said, everyone is more flaky right now, which I get, but I'm struggling with discerning what is actually a boundary cross due to lack of respect of my time, and or what is just me being anxious about structure and projecting that onto people who cancel. An example they have is that they have a client that canceled twice the day of in the last 2 weeks, and could actually be annoyed or could be projecting a fear of structure and less income onto that client.
That's easy. That's so easy. You charge. You charge people for same day cancellation. Then you're never mad at them. That's got to be part of the initial conversation with clients is, what is your cancellation policy? I always did, when I was in private practice, as you probably remember, 48 hours, not 24. Because that makes people actually have to plan ahead, and it really reduces that whole reactive canceling. And then if they want to pay for it, whoa, by the way, that's an expensive, but whatever, we're cool if that's what you're doing. And people always were like, oh, that's awesome. You get paid for doing no work. No, that is not my preference. My preference is to do the work, not just take the money. I take the money, or I don't do that kind of thing anymore, but I always took the money to maintain the boundary. I didn't like that. That makes me anxious. I don't like, for no services rendered, I don't like that. I do it because I said I was going to do it, and there needs to be a consequence for not keeping to our contract. I'm doing that out of kindness. It makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
I don't know. $300-$500. That does not, cancel. It's not worth it. No, I don't care if it's $1,000, but I don't like that. No way. But I bet Allie does not charge for same day cancellations because she's starting out and because it's scary. And when you're getting a client for the first time, the last thing you want to do is turn them off. You're going to have a worry thought that you turn them off by saying, hey, and by the way, I'm charging you if you don't show up. What is this? Yeah, this is under the table, but realizing I need to. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's under the table. That has zero relevance whatsoever. I mean, you can have a verbal agreement with people. And I would get used to saying the thing in the first conversation that before you even decide to work with somebody, make yourself face your own fear about having that conversation. What you charge and what the cancellation policy is. Dude, under the table makes zero difference in this conversation. And you know that. So, yeah, you'll get used to it, by the way. That's one of those things with practice. It gets easier. And I really do think that people respect the upfront, direct, matter-of-fact delivery of just what the rules are. I think they trust you more because you got your shit together.
And people like boundaries.
They do. It makes people feel calmer, for sure. They have a perception of safety, and it's an accurate perception because they can sort of predict the future then. they know what's coming. And so they're expecting it too. They're like, oh yeah, I know I got to pay you. Like very few people try to be like, can you not charge me? Have we met? No, you're getting charged. Yeah. But very few people have even said that to me. Yeah, that's a great question for people starting out taking clients, that kind of thing. That's great. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you for having a specific example on that one too, Allie. I appreciate that. And Olivia, if you followed up to get that specific example, I appreciate that too.
Allie came right out with it.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, let's do maybe one more here.
I don't have one more, but I could try and think of one. Do you want to pull a card maybe?
Sure.
Or
talk about what?
Some like nice self-care things that we've been doing to take care of ourselves in this crazy week.
Well, I think something like the card, whatever your rituals are for recharging. These kinds of, like pulling a card is so fun. You know, getting on Zoom with somebody or FaceTime or what, dude, and just having fun pulling cards for 10 minutes. Is, oh, hey, you got some of your peeps here.
Oh, hey, Andrea. Hey, Thomas.
All right, hang on. Pull a card. I'm going to get mine.
Okay. I have mine right next to me because I'm prepared.
Oh, whoa! Are you dissing me? Because I'm prepared? Okay, Miss Prepared. Go right ahead.
All right. I pulled one earlier today, and it was fuck fear.
Nice!
Which is good.
And doesn't that one say something about it lies?
It'll lie straight to your face.
Yes! I love that. I love that. Fear is the big liar. For sure.
Okay.
Okay. I better not get the one I always get when I'm with you. Oh, I got detox.
Oh.
Drink a smoothie. I just had a massage and a smoothie yesterday. So what are you talking about?
You need more, I guess.
Unfriend that asshole and throw some shit out. I have been thinking about throwing stuff out. Okay. All right. What do you got?
I got that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back.
Ooh, what is that?
I think I've been thinking about writing, and I've had like poems running in my head, and I haven't written anything down. I think I need to sit down and write. I don't know. I've been having this weird thing, it's like definitely like a willful, like, I don't know. I haven't been writing like for the whole quarantine.
Dude, you're a writer.
I know.
What?
I don't know.
Is up with that?
I need to do some. We'll talk about that tomorrow, maybe.
I mean, why wouldn't you do a whole COVID series?
Yeah, I mean, I've been taking notes and stuff, but I haven't been able to like sit down and find. It's just been, it's all bullshit coming out of my mouth right now.
Dude, I've read so much of your stuff too. It's fantastic.
Thanks.
Like, why wouldn't you? Is it just fear?
I think it's fear. I think there's like
oh, I'm not going to be productive. I'm going to tantrum.
Maybe.
I mean, COVID. I'm not going to write a whole series of poems.
I think it's a little bit of a tantrum against everyone who's been like, you really have to write through this time. Like, you're always going to want to look. And it's annoying to me. I know.
Who is saying that to you? Is it like an adult? Is that why? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
that's not a valid reason to do it, but I think
I mean, I get it. It's like people say dumb, people say like platitudes. It's so the time of platitudes right now. Although I wrote my book in COVID, so I have no help here.
Yeah.
I saw Denise wrote a book in COVID too, so I don't know, Olivia. You're falling behind. Forget what I said before about pulling the productivity down. Dude, don't do it for anyone but you, girl. And that includes, don't let somebody telling you what to do have you not do it. You're not 13 anymore. Like,
I'm okay. I forget sometimes, but.
God, don't we all? I said something yesterday. God, I'm just like, I have ants in my pants. Like,
it's just kind of constant, like, buzzy, like, I just feel fucking, today I've been like, I just want to fight with somebody. I want someone, I keep like typing out these things to like respond to like annoying people on Facebook that I like went to like high school with, and then I'm like, no, that's not, but I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna say this thing, and I don't actually do it.
Well, why don't you start by writing those down in your like taking notes?
That's a good idea.
Dude, even the docs, even just our group, you could read us the list. They're so funny. It's like the punk rock thought of the day. I just went through those again because we're making the t-shirts, you know? And some of that shit is so funny. I'm with these two guys, one guy that is a new friend and another guy who's doing the graphic design I've never met before. And these two guys are sitting on the deck reading my quotes out loud for the first time. It's like mortifying and hilarious at the same time.
I love that those are all written down from like one of the biggest smackdowns I've gotten in the last like 3 years too. And I just love it's going to be on a t-shirt that I'm going to wear.
Do you remember anything from the
I remember, you're destabilized, dude. That's,
oh shit, I don't have that.
That's the main one. I mean, that was a gnarly.
We should watch that together.
If you can hold my hand through it.
Dude, I remember that clip where I was like, ask you a question and then you sit there and I'm like, never mind, I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, that was from a different one, but that. Oh, yeah. Is it? I was like, oh, but you're like, I don't care.
Yeah, I knew we were going somewhere bullshitty. Yeah, Allie said hostile, finicky. Yeah. I mean, this is an anxiety response, people. Like, we get pissy, we project our anxiety out in the form of criticism. Corey's on here. Corey's the fucking queen of this shit. Getting pissed off all the time instead of facing any sort of fear. I mean, the bitch of it is with Corey, too, is Corey's projections are so goddamn funny. It's hard to call him on it and get him in the actual like emotional intelligence place because it's so goddamn funny. But nonetheless, I think we are all a little prickly. We're all a little, I don't know. Allie said hostile, which is unacknowledged anger. I seriously doubt that's the case. Now that we've opened that anger box with Allie, I think it's probably straight up just aggressive kind of pissiness. And that means there is a lack of self-care. So we validate the feelings that are creating that, however ridiculous or blown up they may be. The validation of feelings has to happen before any problem solving. It's totally natural to be freaked out right now. It's totally natural to have an urge to wring people's necks. That's an impulse. It's a dark impulse. And that's all that it is. Noticing and owning of it means you have less of a chance of actual neck wringing. Yeah. Or it coming out sideways, you being a dick to somebody you don't really want to be like that to. So I don't know, just like we gotta like be compassionate with ourselves because it's hard right now. But if you're prickly like that and you're waking up like that, that means you have to take some responsibility for self-care. Because no one's going to like rescue us from the feeling. So it means you got to get active, which is the last fucking thing you feel like doing when you're like that too.
I know. I was like, I don't want to do it today.
I know.
But totally. I'm glad. I feel so much better now. Yeah. I'm glad we did do it. This was fun. But I definitely was like, I'm tired.
Oh, I set an alarm for 10 to 4. I was so worried I was just going to like drift into oblivion. Who has to set the alarm for 3:50 p.m.? What the hell? Dude, just since you're a pro, let's what were the feelings you were experiencing before we started this live, and what are they now, please?
I felt a big buzz of nervousness, and exhaustion, and smad.
Yeah, the exhaustion suggests a little bit of mad.
Mm-hmm.
But SMAD is even better. For for those of you who don't speak our language, that is nonsense. SMAD is what for years I've called sad and mad. So SMAD's a crummy combo. We don't like the way that feels. However, to validate it is the only way to get through it.
Yeah.
Well done. Way to get to those emotion words out of the gates.
And then now I'm feeling love and joy and like a lot more lightness than I was before.
Oh, that's great.
And grounded, I think.
More grounded, totally. And calmer for sure. And just happy. This is fun.
This was a good distract. I wasn't thinking about like, ooh, what's happening now? I'm just like, there's JJ.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, it's alive. It's alive. Okay, so and I will see you tomorrow. We are gonna do Feels on Wheels tomorrow at 2. So that's down at 63rd and College. Come join us if you like for Feels on Wheels. Get your free 15. That is a little bit of coaching skills on coping skills. What did I say? Coaching? Coaching?
Free
coaching
for coping skills?
Yeah, whatever. You get free 15 minutes with me if you want it, is the point.
It's awesome. All right. Do it. It'll be fun.
Thanks for joining us. See you next week for Throw Up Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.
Get in touch with me, Dr. JJ Kelly, the punk rock doc, at drjjkelly.com.